Okay, here's a look at Takata Tomi's masterpiece, MP-57 Skyfire. And I want to point out that I actually got this figure a week ago from my friend and owner of toyarena.com. And only reason why I'm mentioning that is because I want to let you know that that's another online retailer where you can get your collectible figures from. And he is another great retail store. He's actually friends with Eddie from Toy Dojo, and he does know Brandon from The Chosen Prime. So, you know, I just want to let you know you can get that, because for some reason, and I've noticed this through the many years I've been getting figures from him, sometimes he's actually able to get these figures before anyone else. So, just wanted to share that real quick. But now, let's take a look at the box, and you could see this is another beautiful packaging design by Takata Tomy with the nice product images of the jet mode and robot mode and a nice background there. And I really do like their logo design there with the red, blue, yellow primary colors. The Transformers, Takata Tomy, really nice packaging design. The nice outline with the figure stepping out of the line, so it looks like it's coming out. I'm just describing to you a little bit of what packaging design entails. And then this long life design, I don't really know what that really means, but yeah, they're doing a lot of that. And now, here's a look at the back of the box with some product images. Again, another nice way to design the package. So first here, I don't know what all that says, even though I'm Japanese. And here you could see some of the features that you get, where you get these mini figures that you can interact with the figure, so that's really nice. And then down here we got some other product images. So you got Skyfire there, and then you have the Gerwalk mode, which is really nice. And then the jet mode with the accessory on the back for the flames. And here just some of the features where you can open that up, where Wheeljack comes out. And then here are some more showing off a lot of the feature gimmicks that come with this figure. And up here we can see some more. You get the display stand, and then here, you know, how things can open up just like the first episode he appeared in, and then how you can use the gun. Very articulated figure with the butterfly joints. And here you can give homage to the original toy, the Macross, and then the scene from that cartoon. And what else do we have? Some more articulation. Really cool. So they do a really nice job showing all this off on the back of the package. And then here you could see all the stuff that you get, which I'll just go over in a little bit. So that's the back of the box. You could see this is really a nice box. And just letting you know, even though I throw away a lot of the boxes, I do keep all of my official masterpiece boxes. So let's see if I can get the side view here with the product image of the Gerwalk with the minifigures. And let's see, the other side, this box is so huge. Here you can see another product image with Skyfire flying. Really cool with the, you know, that flame effect, that jet effect there. Really cool. And then top of the box, the nice design, the Transformers masterpiece by Takata Tomy. Really nice. And the last thing, is the bottom with all the warnings and stuff like that. So that's look at the box, which is humongous, huge box, the biggest masterpiece box that we've gotten so far. So now let's move over here to all the accessories and everything that you get with this. So let's start off first with this display stand colored in orange, and you get the adapter that you need so that you can put Skyfire on there. And I'll just point out right now, this is not really well designed. I mean, yeah, you can screw that to tighten it, but this area right here does not lock very well. I mean, you can see how easily I lifted that up. So that's one issue. And when I get to it, I'll show you the other issue is just the way that this attaches. Attaches by two little prongs here, which is not sufficient enough to support the weight. Especially how thin the plastic is too. That's another concern with possible breakage. Sorry, this is so big, I'm having trouble zooming in, but you can see, and it's clear plastic too, so there are some concerns with you know, how they designed this display stand. And then let's see, down here, yeah, let's do this. Let's go over these little cool figures that you get. These mini figurines. These are really small. And, you know, they're nice to have. And they do add a lot of playability to this figure, which is not necessary, but it's nice nonetheless. And that's probably why you're paying a lot more for it, just to have these things. So here's the Optimus Prime. Get a close-up look. It's okay, I mean, for its size. I mean, you can articulate this too. You can see the arms, they do bend, the legs do bend, and the legs do go up and down, but that's about it. So that's the Optimus Prime. And then his second in command, Chaz. It looks nice. That's all I'll say. It looks nice. I mean, it is, you know, it has ball joints for shoulder articulation and pins so that the arms can go up and down. But look at his hands, the way they're positioned. That's so you can make it look like he's hanging off the plane, kind of like from that scene where he came out of Skyfire and it was crawling out to the front. So yeah, that's what they were doing there. Just take a look at the back also. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. These are really, you know, nice little figures to have. And then let's move on to Wheeljack. So you can see this is what it looks like up close. Same articulation. It is on a ball joint, which kind of falls off frequently when you're articulating it. You can bend the arms and the legs, and he does come with I don't know what you call it, but it was that from that episode, the hypnotic thing, I guess, to free them from the hypnochip control, whatever. Okay, so that's 3 little figures that you get. It's nice to have. Kind of unfortunate we're not going to get all of the Autobots in that size. And then, let's see, coming down here, let's see if I can get a better look here. Here's the 2 alternative faces you can get, which is really nice. Here's, you know, one with kind of like an open mouth, and then this one's funny, you know, kind of like happy or something. And I guess for you Jetfire fans, you do get the Jetfire face mask, so that's kind of cool. And then here you get two alternate chest pieces, one for the Decepticon and a blank one. I'm not sure why. And the Autobot one is already attached to Skyfire. And then up here is his gun, which is painted in a nice gunmetal. So this is really nice, and it is very cartoon accurate. And I'm pointing that out because when I do my comparison with the fans toys, there's a lot of differences I want to point out. So this one is very cartoon accurate, and it has a nice gray, not black, metallic finish. And then the last accessory you get are these two blast or jet effect things. These are really cool. Let me just take one so it can show you. You just simply plug it in. But look at that, nice transparent thing. These are cool. Just more accessories to just add more to the playability to the figure. And then, let's see, come back over here so we can get a better look at the collector's card that you get. You know, I think I've already mentioned many times I love these cards. Especially the nice artwork here, done really nice. And I do put these in baseball collector cards to protect these. And then the back with the tech specs, really nice. So that's the bio card. And now the instructions. Okay, I might have to do a separate, maybe a short video. But here's the instructions just to go over real quick. And I can tell you, from a design point of view, I don't like this. I think I mentioned that already. I don't like how they make this big old huge paper that you open up. You know, I like the book design, kind of like what Fans Toys did, so there's one difference to point out. But you do get, it is on a nice colored sheet, so you get the nice artwork there. Unfortunately, you can't read all of that. Skyfire, but then you get some of the product images. Yeah, maybe I'll just do it this way, just so you have the reference, instead of having to open up this huge sheet of paper. And then here, some detailed drawings of the cabin, so you can see just how all this features work with the minifigures that you get. And then you get some image shots of how all of that works, so that's really cool. And then, yeah, I mean, this is a huge mess. I'm not gonna go over this, but now the back, you could see, yeah, this is everything that you get with the figure. I don't know what that says. And then, yeah, it's showing you just, I guess, how to set it up. Open the wings when you take it out of the box, how you attach the gun, and then where you can have the extra storage for the alternate face plates and stuff like that. So yeah, this one's, I think, showing you just how to use some of these extra features, like his gun that you can attach to the side. And then here, how you can open it up and store those chest pieces. Yeah, and then we come down here to the transformation. Now, I wasn't planning to do this, but let's just go ahead and do this so we have reference, so we can see 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this figure, yeah, I think I'll share my thoughts too. This figure, yeah, it has some issues. Well, I think I'll just end it there because this is just too much. And then, yeah, I mean, you can see there's no way I'm gonna go over that. Maybe I'll do a separate short video, but I just want to let you know, here's the instructions, and I don't think this is a very good decision to make it this fold up paper thing. The booklet design is much better. And now let's, oh boy, let's get a look at the actual figure in jet mode. So this figure is huge, first of all. So let's come down here, and you can see, let's just kind of take a close-up look all around. So here's the front, and yeah, you know, I don't like how this is made, designed like that. It's not flush, but I do like how they gave you this gun here that appeared in that first episode, which I think Fans Toys doesn't have. So yeah, there's an example of like a lot of differences here and there between this and Fans Toys. And let's come down here because I want to point out these are really nice landing wheels. Look at how detailed this is. However, doesn't matter how pretty you make it look, it depends on how well it functions. And the stability of these things is not very good. I mean, it just easily collapses, so that's not good. And let's see, here's just an overall side view, which looks really nice. Very cartoon accurate. Even though they put in the details like the triangle there, the 3 vents in the chest detail that you could see here, yeah, it's pretty plain and simple. I mean, those things I'll point out in the comparison because Fans Toys, you know, they have their own design, the way they do things. Here, the nice window. The windows, they're actually kind of dark in my opinion. I think they should have gone with like a lighter color blue. But let me just show you, you can't, one of the features you get is you can open the window up, which is really cool. And then you can put a figure in there. Let me see if I can do that just to show you. But I think it's only wheel jack that can actually fit in there. And you are gonna have to fiddle around with this to get them all positioned. But here's, I guess this is a good way to show you some of the articulation, and that's a good thing that happened, so you could see how easily this pieces fall off the ball joint. So here you can see, let's see if I can do this on camera. This is not really a secure fit there, so just let's see. Can't really articulate it very well because it just comes right off. But let's see if I can do this on film. You just have to get him positioned like he's sitting, and let's see if I can come up here so you can get a better view to see. And he's sitting on both seats, and again, here it is, it just pops right off. So I guess good seeing that. This is one of the not so good things about this figure, these little mini figurines. Like I said, it doesn't matter how good they look, if they don't function very well, it's not a good product design. There it is again, so I'm not gonna fuss with it, but you can put them in there and close it. And I think only wheel jack fits in here. And you decide how you feel about this issue here. I mean, you're gonna have to really fuss with it to get this to stay in there. So I got it, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna keep them stuck in there. So that's just showing you off that feature. And should I go continue on showing you all the other stuff? Yeah, I guess. Let's see. This one, you do have to open it up, But this is something I don't like with it. You have to do all this stretching and bending on plastic that's very thin. That really scares me because this, you know, feels like you can cause stress on the plastic and maybe eventually break it. So there's pointing out to you another concern with this figure, the way it's made. I mean, the type of plastic and, you know, how you have to bend and stretch things to manipulate it. That's really not good. But up here, so you can see, oh, let's see if I can do this, all these accessories. So first thing, the alternative faceplate. These are pretty straightforward. You just tab these in, and those do stay in pretty well. And I want to point out, mine's does not stay in very well. I don't know if that's just my set or if that's all of them, but yeah, just showing you there. You can get the faceplate in. And then let's see. We got these alternate chest pieces, which I don't know why, but mine's does not seem to stay in here very well. So you can't see it, but there are like little corner pieces of the plastic that it's supposed to fit into. Let me see if you can see, like here, and it just, first of all, it's hard getting it in there, and then once I do, it does not stay in. So I'm not sure if I want to keep filming this just to try to show you this feature that on my set doesn't seem to work very well. Okay, so this is what I was telling you. I got it in and then it just keeps popping out. So you can see it's in there, but the tension, the tolerance is not good. So you can't see it, but every time I push it down, it pops right out. So, you know, again, I don't know if that's just my set, but yeah, see, every time I put it in, it pops right off. I don't know if there's a point to trying to put in the other one, but the other one, look at that. It goes in really easy, and then it just, oh man, it just easily pops right off. Okay, it's in there. See, this one, it already popped out. And then this one, look at, see, it doesn't, this doesn't work very well on my set. So, yeah, but it is a feature that they give you. And more importantly, I was telling you, the big concern is causing stress to these plastic, because the type of plastic and it's thin, which reminds me, this almost has a X-Transbots feel to it, where it's the same thing. This is prone to breakage because of the plastic and how thin it is, and how you have to bend the parts just to get this piece to manipulate it. So this looks like a bad X-Transbots design. And this is just one area. I mean, there are many areas where you have this issue. And then, look at even, yeah, I don't like doing the transformations, but you're seeing part of the transformation and how it's kind of difficult because of what I pointed out. Things don't tab in very well. I mean, the plastic and stuff. And even here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this, but there are two tabs here to you push this window piece down. Okay, that one, it just went in pretty easily, but just pointing out sometimes that there's an issue there. So let's go back, looking at the figure. So I was telling you, very cartoon accurate. If you saw my Magic Square New Age, I was pointing out these things. And some other differences, like the fans toys. This area is like this metallic red, which didn't make sense because it should be consistent with these red. So here's the back with some very simply detailed jets. Unlike Magic Square, they overdid it. But yeah, see, very cartoon accurate. Like I was telling you, I was pointing out, here it should have the white boxes with the red stripe. So yeah, you could see they did a really nice job. I mean, that's what they're going for, hypertoon, right? And yeah, that's what you're getting with this figure. But when I do my comparison, I want to point out some of the issues I now have with that, because I'm getting exactly what I want, which is, you know, figure that's very cartoon accurate. But yeah, now I'm starting to see Bobby Skullface's opinion, where yeah, that kind of takes away from appreciating all the nice design that you can incorporate with the details. So that's just a quick look at the figure in his jet mode. So now let's go over some of the other features I didn't cover. So let's bring out here these other two figures. So let's take out the Jazz, which doesn't have black hands or the Autobot symbol. And let's come down here so we can kind of get that scene from the cartoon where he came out, so you can see his hands are positioned to be holding on to stuff. So let's see, you can just get this all articulated like so, and then open up Skyfire going out. So yeah, maybe you just put his hands in and make him come out like that. So you can put him in there, and so I'm gonna leave him stuck in there. And then the other place here, that another feature that does open up, which is kind of hard to get to, is right here where this little window is. So let's come a little closer so you can see. And you're supposed to just easily lift this up, but again, tolerance all throughout this figure is a little hard. And Optimus, to get him to sit in there is kind of tricky. You have to get him like positioned just right to be able to sit in there. So let me see if this works. Let's see, go in there. Yeah, it's a little hard. So yeah, even the tolerance on these things are not very well designed, because he does go in there, but you have to make sure you get it just all at the right angle and stuff, which is very, very difficult. Okay, there. So there he is inside. And now we could just close that up, and he's going to forever stay in there now. Oh, okay. So what else? Then we have these thrusters. These are kind of cool. So you can just easily just tab these in, but it's probably a good idea to hold this very securely before you push it in, because you might accidentally push that in. So there's the blast effect there, which does make it look nice. Let's come up here so you can see. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. Yeah. And let's see what other accessories here. The wheels. So let's come down here on the bottom, and yeah, let's. So you just open these up here, and then you can fold these in, and then close that back up. And the front part opens up by splitting these two on the sides open, and then we could push that in and then close the two sides. Now we got his wheels all folded in, and now we can bring out this display stand, which I told you is not very well designed. So first of all, here's a better close-up. That's what I'm telling you. These prongs, they're very thin. They're not secure. They don't tab in or anything. They just kind of go in a little slot. And so let me show you where that goes so you could see those two slots on his crotch. And you just first make sure you get this lined up. Hopefully I got that on camera. And you see how he's tabbing over. So you just have to be very, 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 very careful. See, and it's already tipping over. So that's where I was telling you this is not very good. And down here, this doesn't stay tab in, so that doesn't help at all either. But once you carefully get this all like so, then you do have a display stand. I guess it looks nice, but it does not function very well. So let's come up here so you can see. Yeah, you just have to be very, very careful with how you move this figure. So let's kind of come up a little bit more so we can see, maybe down, get a nice view here. So yeah, it looks nice. So now, and I already see it, the tolerance here, the windows came untabbed, and it's not as easy as just pushing it in, but I got it. So now let's just get one final look at the figure. So here he is in his jet mode, and let's actually do this. Let's compare this with the animation model so we can see what that looks like. But we're gonna have to come up. I don't know how much up I can get, but, and this figure is already way too big, so yeah, yeah, it already came untabbed. That's what I was telling you. This does not work very well at all, but regardless, let's just take a look. Let's just compare this with the animation model, and you can see, yeah, it looks like the jet mode, but there are little imperfections here and there, such as that area right there is not really flush, and all that open gap there with all that kibble. But yeah, that's what you get. But it does look nice. So that's a look at the figure. Oh, actually, I forgot one extra feature, which is the gun attachment. So you can fold this up, and there you can see it slides in on the bottom of the jet. Let's see if I can show you here. So you can see his crotch there. It slides in, and again, this is another tolerance issue with this figure. And this one's concerning because this is painted that nice metallic gunmetal gray, but you have to get it in. Once you do, push it in, and now you got storage for the gun, so that's kind of cool. So let me see, is that everything? I think that's all the accessories. So instead of using the display stand, let's just kind of open this up one more time, and just have them sitting with the wheels, landing wheels. This is kind of cool. You can see that little gap, that little cutout there. So that makes it easy to stick your fingernail in there to open it up. That's something I think third parties can do more of. See, it's easy to just stick your finger in there to open it up. So that's nice. However, these don't lock into place, so you know they easily, look at that, they easily just scroll back. So that's the not so good part of the landing wheel design. So all that, and this is the look at Jetfire in his jet mode.
Just one last blast!